Cybertruck, arguably the most anticipated and controversial pickup truck today. Despite having yet to be released, Tesla's long-awaited pickup EV has already divided public opinion.
If you're a farmer, where the heck you gonna charge this thing?
The Cybertruck to me seems like stillborn. I just think it's going to be a bit of a bust.
That is the coolest vehicle I've ever seen in person in my life.
I want one. I think they're nuts, and I think it would be a lot of fun to drive a tank.
The Cybertruck looks like it was intentionally designed to look like nothing else on the market.
It's a provocative vehicle. It's radical.
With the vehicle's first deliveries now expected by the end of the year, it remains unclear just who the Cybertruck is for. Will it compete with established heavyweights like Ford, GM, and Stellantis, the maker of Ram trucks? Or does Tesla hope to carve out a new niche within the nascent pickup EV sector?
I want to separate the EV truck race. So you have Rivian, you have the Lightning, you have the Silverado, and you have the Cybertruck. I believe the Cybertruck will win that battle. And then over the course of the next decade, as regulation pushes traditional truck owners out of their respective gasoline-powered vehicles, they're some of the most brand loyal people. So I think you'll actually see a significant portion of them transition to the GM product if they're GM owners, the Ford product if they're Ford owners, and the Ram truck owners.
For decades, Ford, GM, and Stellantis, which makes Ram trucks, have dominated the highly competitive market for non-EV pickups.
How important is the pickup sector for the Detroit 3? Critical. This accounts for almost all of their profitability. You have 3 players in Ford, GM, and Stellantis that account for over 90% of the market.
And I've been a really staunch proponent that the Cybertruck will not be conquesting many F-150 owners. They'll be conquesting EV owners that never realize they need the capability of a truck. And all the traveling that I've done in the past year and a half, I run into all sorts of people that are driving Model 3s, Model Ys, Mach-Es, Rivians. And the most common phrase I hear is, I'm just waiting on my Cybertruck. And the fact that it's an EV and the range will most likely be 350 to 450 miles, depending on the configuration and how many batteries they put in it, I don't think it'll start to cannibalize much of the truck market. I think it'll expand the truck market. So you'll see total truck sales grow as a whole as Tesla enters the market.
Tesla claims on its website that the Cybertruck will have seating for 6, unpainted stainless steel body panels, and supposedly armored glass windows. Tesla also says the Cybertruck will have a payload capacity of up to 3,500 pounds. That's more payload capacity than Ford's F-150 Lightning, Rivian's R1T, and GM's Silverado EV.
What are the key attributes that you're going to be comparing the F-150 Lightning versus the Silverado EV versus the Cybertruck? And it comes down to payload. What can you haul? Towing capacity, and then range when you tow. So efficiency while towing, I think, will be the new torque, because it used to be torque. How much torque? What can you haul? How far you could go was irrelevant because they just put these huge fuel tanks in these diesel trucks, and you could, drive 400 or 500 miles while towing, getting 8 miles to the gallon. Now it's not only how much can you tow, but how far can you go when you tow. So efficiency while towing, I think, will be the new key metric that has yet to really be focused on until they all get in the market.
When Ford and GM unveiled their electric pickups, they stuck relatively closely to their classic pickup designs. Recently, Ford CEO Jim Farley took aim at Musk and the Cybertruck, arguing that the vehicle wasn't targeted at traditional pickup owners.
And we know those customers better than anyone. Well, and if he wants to design a Cybertruck for Silicon Valley people, fine.
Since the Cybertruck is such a radical departure from the conservative world of US pickups, could it prove too dramatic a design to tap into such a traditional market?
The number of Cybertruck reservations now stands at over 1.6 million.
That's over $123 billion in booked total revenue if and when Tesla makes all of them.
But many basic questions remain, like the price. In 2019, the single, dual, and tri-motor vehicles were listed at $39,900, $49,900, and $69,900, respectively. In recent months, pre-production vehicles have been spotted in public, and in July, Tesla said it had begun making pre-production versions of the truck. Tesla now expects to deliver its first Cybertrucks to customers later this year, and ramp up production in 2024. Tesla hasn't shared the number of pre-orders for the Cybertruck, but in a recent earnings call, Musk was bullish on consumer interest.
The demand is so far off the hook, you can't even see the hook. So that's really not an issue.
This is a company that has done very well at drawing awareness, creating brand value without spending advertising dollars. Yes, it's very possible that the Cybertruck will not be well received, but it's also possible that people may see the Cybertruck, say, that's not a vehicle for me, but this Tesla, they're doing interesting things.
1.6 million.